How did you break the cycle in your family? My mom had this thing where she'd test my friends whenever they came over. Not like a normal parent asking about school. She'd dig for their insecurities, then use them against me later. When I was 14, my best friend Sarah mentioned her parents were getting divorced. Mom smiled and said, "Oh honey, that's so hard. You must feel like it's your fault." Sarah started crying right there in our kitchen. After she left, Mom said, "Well, now you know she's got baggage. Probably not the best influence." She did this with every friend I brought home. Found their weak spots, made them uncomfortable, then convinced me they weren't worth my time. By junior year, I'd stopped bringing anyone over. "See," she'd say, "I told you those friendships wouldn't last. Good thing you have me." The pattern was always the same. She'd isolate me, then act like my protector. People will disappoint you, but family is forever. I didn't realize how messed up this was until college. My roommate Jessica asked why I never talked about high school friends. "I just wasn't very social," I said. "That's weird. You're like the most social person I know." That's when it started clicking. All those times Mom had protected me from toxic friends who were actually just normal teenagers. How she'd always have reasons why my boyfriends weren't good enough. I started setting boundaries, screening her calls, not telling her about new relationships. After graduation, I moved 4 hours away and met David at work. We dated for 2 years before I told Mom about him. She immediately wanted to meet him. I knew what would happen, but David insisted. "She's your mom. How bad could it be?" The visit was a disaster. Mom asked David about his broken family, his student loans, whether he planned to support me properly. That night, he said, "I don't think your mom likes me very much. She doesn't like anyone I care about." We got engaged 6 months later. Mom's first question was, "Are you sure? You've only known him 3 years." Then she started the campaign. Little comments about how David seemed controlling for wanting me to move in with him, how maybe I should wait a few more years. The breaking point came during wedding planning. We were picking flowers and Mom said, "You know, Sarah got divorced last year. Remember her? Your friend from high school. How do you know that?" I keep track of these things. I was right about her being damaged goods. Something snapped. "You made her cry on purpose. You wanted me to stop being friends with her. I was protecting you." "From what? Having friends?" Mom's face went cold. "From getting hurt by people who don't really care about you." That's when I finally saw it. She wasn't protecting me. She was collecting me, making sure I belonged only to her. "Did you ever actually like any of my friends?" What kind of question is that? Just answer it. Long pause. "Honestly, number, but that's because I love you more than they ever could." I canceled the session and drove home, told David everything, how she'd systematically isolated me from every meaningful relationship I'd tried to build. "That's not normal," he said. "That's not love." 2 years later, David and I had our daughter Emma. Mom immediately wanted to move closer, be more involved. "Think of all the babysitting I could do," she said. "Just the 3 of us girls." I pictured her alone with Emma, testing her little friends, planting seeds of doubt about everyone who might love her. "Actually, we're moving," I told her. "David got a job offer across the country." It was a lie, but it bought us distance. Last week, Emma had her first sleepover. Her friend Lucy was nervous about being away from home. "What if they don't like me?" Lucy whispered. My first instinct was Mom's voice in my head. "Here's the insecurity. Here's where you poke." Instead, I knelt down and said, "They invited you because they already like you. And if you get homesick, I'll call your mom to pick you up, okay?" Lucy smiled and ran upstairs. Emma hugged my leg. "You're the best mom ever." That's when I knew I'd won. Not because I was perfect, but because I'd learned the difference between protecting someone and controlling them. Because some cycles you break by walking away.